Hello students. Today I'm going to go over Unit Lesson 2, which is the informative speech assignment. So I'm here at the Speech 1311 Start Here link, and I'm going to go over here on my navigation menu and click on Unit Lessons. I'll click on Unit Lesson 2, and this is what you'll see. You'll see the learning outcomes for public speaking, the Unit Lesson 2 checklist. It's very important that you click on this file to make sure that you have completed the assignments for this unit lesson. This is a speech delivery method file that please make sure that you read the whole file. I will open it up in a little while, but I just wanted to kind of go over what you will see in Unit Lesson 2. This is a speech information link. Gives you great resources there. Again, this is your student resources where you'll find the student notes and PowerPoint presentations for this unit lesson. You'll find your unit quiz 2, and this unit lesson covers chapters 13 through 16. I have provided this video on how to upload your speech video to YouTube. So please make sure that you watch this video before you upload your informative speech presentation. This is the assignment right here. This is the informative speech assignment that I'll go over. And this is also the informative speech outline. I have provided an informative speech PowerPoint student example, because along with the speech presentation, you also have to create a PowerPoint. Please make the time to watch this video on how public speaking will change your life. This is a little bit more on an informative speech. And this is not a student of mine. I just saw this video on YouTube and I thought this person did a nice job on presenting an informative speech. You can watch this to kind of give you a little bit of a guide on what you would need to do. So now, let me go back up and discuss with you the informative speech assignment. So this is your first individual presentation. This is exciting for you. I hope you are excited. I am, because this is the part that I enjoy the most. I get to see you present your speeches. At this point, you should have read chapters 13 through 16 and also reviewed your PowerPoints. You will upload your PowerPoint here along with your YouTube presentation of your informative speech. Again, I hope you have viewed how to upload your video to YouTube, and it's right here. Please make sure to submit the assignments correctly. I will show you in a little while how to submit it. Time limit for this speech is 4 to 6 minutes. Please make sure you do not speak less than 4 minutes and do not speak more than 6 minutes. Stay within the time frame. Audience of at least 3 people. And in this file, speech delivery method gives you a little bit more detail on the audience of at least 3 people. Assignment. Select a topic of interest that you feel qualified to speak on or you have a passion about. The topic should be of worth, and you will be asked to support your speech with at least 3 qualified sources. Sources may be drawn from the internet, library, interviews. Please do not use Wikipedia as a qualified source. Again, at least 3 sources you must use to support your main points. Procedure. Construct an outline of your speech, and I'll go over that in a little while. Use the informative speech outline template located in the outline assignment. Again, we'll discuss that after this. Note that an outline is not a manuscript of the speech itself, but a skeleton of the ideas and materials that will be presented. Please remember to refer back to the example outline in the outline assignment. Note that the final draft of your outline must include a typed works cited section with all sources cited correctly in either MLA or APA format. Remember, you must use at least 3 sources. When you use other people's work, you're required to give them credit. So make sure you have those 3 sources included in your outline. Do not put off your outline until the last minute. Your outline should be the first thing you should do. Well, after reading the chapters, then you will start your outline. And again, I'll go over that. Remember, this should be done early before you start practicing your speech. With the outline complete, transfer key ideas and phrases to note cards. You'll be allowed to use 1 note card for each main point, and then 2 additional cards to be used for the introduction and conclusion. So in other words, for a 3 main point speech, so this informative speech, you're required to have at least 3 main points, no more than 3 main points, at least 3 main points. You may use 5 note cards. And the note cards are like those index cards, 4x6, and you write down keywords and phrases. Please do not write your whole speech on your note card. That's why it's so important for you to practice so that you can sound conversational, and we'll talk about that in a little while. You also must include a PowerPoint presentation with at least 5 to 7 slides. I have provided a student example located in this unit lesson. With these steps complete, set aside time to actively practice your speech. You should practice your speech at least 5 to 7 times, using your note cards sparingly, using your gestures and movements. Practice the speech until you feel fully confident of your presentation. Please do not read your speech. You are to deliver all your speeches extemporaneously. Now, if you read chapters 13 through 16, it talks about the different types of speech delivery, and the one that is required for this, for your informative and also for your persuasive speech, is extemporaneously. It should be conversational. The note cards are to be used sparingly. Do not read it. Again, I stress this. This is very important. In public speaking, eye contact is crucial. I want to see your eyes, your whole face, not part of it. So make sure you record yourself so that I can see you. I also need to hear your voice, so make sure that your volume is high enough for me to hear you. Make sure the room that you are recording is not dark. Again, it's so important that I need to see you, the presenter. Business attire is strongly recommended for speeches to have the best learning experience. And if you're able to, please stand as you present your speech. Remember, to begin with an attention getter, you have already read chapters 13 through 16, so you understand the attention getter, the connection to audience, the preview. Those chapters discuss in detail what this is all about. So remember, begin with an attention getter, then connection to audience, and then give the audience a preview of your 3 main points. Use transitional words to move from one main point to the next. This will help your speech flow smoothly and will keep you on track. Throughout your speech presentation, mention the research you used. This will convey credibility. So for example, you can say, according to the American Heart Association, cardiovascular disease is, again, this will help your credibility and validity of your speech. So presentations will be graded on the following criteria: the choice of topic, the quality of outline, the clarity of ideas, interest and vividness of ideas, communication with the audience, quality of research, sources and accuracy of information, and the ability to make the stated time limit and your PowerPoint. Again, All students are expected to incorporate an extemporaneous type of delivery, and any speech that is read in its entirety will receive no higher than a 70%. So don't read your speech. And again, that 70%, that is also if you have done all the other criteria correctly. So please practice. I cannot stress that enough. Please note that this is an informative speech. If at any time you feel you are attempting to reinforce or change audience attitude, or that you're advocating a specific action, you're probably falling into the realm of persuasion. So consider using this topic for your persuasive speech, because persuasive presentation will receive a letter grade reduction for this speech. So make sure that this is an informative speech, that you know what is an informative speech. I know that in the chapters 13 through 16, they discuss different types of, and I believe they discuss if you speak about an issue, make sure that you're not giving your point of view or having the audience perform an action. So if you choose an issue to speak about, you're just informing the audience. You are creating an awareness of that issue. So remove your viewpoints that you have. Please remember to read the speech delivery method file on how to deliver your speech presentation. You find this file in this unit lesson. Value for this assignment is 200 points. Now, let's go to the informative speech outline, because that's the first thing you're going to do. Let's see here. So I have two files here. And I'll show you, after I go over this, I'll show you how to upload your speech video and your PowerPoint to this assignment link here. But let me go ahead and do the outline. So I've got two files here. Please make sure that you're using this outline template. Do not use any other template. I've made it easy for you, so make sure that you use this template only. I've also provided a student outline example for you. So before you begin your outline, look at the student example and try to follow follow that. That's going to be your guide. Like I said, I've made this easy for you so that you have something to go by, and that will help you start your outline assignment. You are going to submit your outline on this assignment link, and I'll show you that in a little while. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and click on the outline template for you. So this is what it looks like. Let's see here. Let me move this over. Okay. This is the outline template for your informative speech. It says I've created this outline form to show you exactly what should be included in your outline. In your introduction, you should write out your attention getter, the connection to audience, credibility statement, etc. This should also be done in the body of the speech outline and in the conclusion. To earn full credit for this outline, it should be a full sentence outline. So once you've included your information, I want you to delete the instructions. So you would delete the instructions, you just highlight it and delete it. And here, since it's a Word document, you could go ahead and type in the information. That's what I want you to do. So it's asking for your name. So you would type in your name. You don't have to type it boldface. Topic, I'm going to go ahead and put the vegan diet. Oops. General purpose. Right here, all I want for you to type is just 2 words. That's it. Just 2 words, and you can delete this. Your general purpose for an informative speech is to inform. That is it. Just 2 words in this area. Specific purpose. It says here, the specific purpose of a speech is its goal, stated in a complete sentence. If the general purpose of your speech is to inform, then your specific purpose will be a statement of the particular information you will present to the audience. So for example, that's the instruction. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And I'm going to go ahead and type in my specific purpose. And you can use this. You can start off with this statement. After listening to my speech, the audience will understand of why people adopt a vegan diet. Again, I'm just informing. I'm not telling you you should be on a vegan diet. My presentation is about the vegan diet and why people adopt a vegan diet. So after this presentation is over, if I were to present this topic, then the audience is taken away, oh, I have now an understanding of why people adopt a vegan diet. The organizational pattern is this. Again, you have read chapters 13 through 16, and in those chapters, they go over what organizational pattern there's different types. So you're going to choose one of those types, and you're going to type it in this area. So the main points of your speech may be organized in any of a number of logical patterns. The three most common methods of arrangement are chronological order, spatial, and topical order. A lot of the informative speeches are topical order. So in this case, for me, I'm going to use topical order because I'm going to inform the audience three things why people adopt a vegan diet. So I have three main points. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the instructions, and I'm going to go ahead and type the organizational pattern that I'm going to use, topical order. Again, I don't know, I have this bold face. You don't need to have it bold face. So again, this is a Word document. So just include your information, type in your information. Okay. The introduction involves the attention getter, connection to audience, and thesis statement. Remember, the attention getter talks about different ways that you can begin your speech. You never want to begin your speech with, hello, my name is Carolina Saleh. This is what I'm going to be talking to you about. You want the audience to listen to your speech from the very beginning. So be creative and pull the audience into the presentation. Again, it is human nature to feel compelled to announce the topic of the speech, but please do not do this. This does not engage the audience at all. So again, you could begin with a quotation, with a quote, a story, a video clip. If you use a video clip, please no more than 30 seconds. A picture, a stat, or a rhetorical question. In chapters 13 through 16, it talks about different ways that you can begin with an attention getter. Again, make sure that it's related to your topic. Connection to audience. This is where you will delete this instructions and you type in your attention getter. Connection to audience. This is where you write, how does this relate to your audience? Why should they be listening to you? What's the connection, the topic with the audience? And then your thesis statement should be a complete sentence and should include the three main points that you will be talking about throughout your presentation. Summarize your speech in one sentence and preview the main points of the speech. This speech, you are required to have three main points, no more. And so delete this information and type in your thesis statement. Remember, the thesis statement should include the three main points. And then I have here transition. Transitional words are very important because it's going to allow your speech to flow smoothly and it's going to keep your audience on track. You never want to lose your audience, so that's why it's important to use transitional words. A transition is a bridge from one thought to another. This is where you'll want to introduce your first main point. Try to find a creative transition, but if you can, you can simply state, my first point is. You can do that. Now, right here, this is the body of your outline. And so your main point one, you will include your main point one in a complete sentence. Please write this main point as a complete sentence. And for each main point, again, 3 main points, for each main point, you are required to have at least 2 subpoints. I went ahead and included 3. If you need to use 3, that's fine, but you must have at least 2 subpoints for each main point. If you do not need subpoint 3, then just delete it. And just remember, your subpoints are things that are going to support your main points. This is where you're going to use stats, examples, definition, your research that you've done. So make sure that you type in your subpoints in a complete sentence. Remember, 2 subpoints for each main point. Then after you have presented your main point 1, then you're going to transition into main point 2. So as you are presenting your speech, you can say, now that we've covered main point 1, which was, and you type that in here, let's move on to main point 2, which is. Now, if there's other creative ways that you want, go ahead and do that. But I've just given you a guide right here to help you. Again, transitions are important. It establishes a connection. And it's a good time to remind the audience why this information is important. So now here you have main point number 2. So please write your main point in a complete sentence. And again, for each main point, you must have at least 2 subpoints. If you need more than that, then I have included that. If you don't, then just delete this. And remember, type in your subpoints in a complete sentence. All right, now that we're going now transition into main point number 3, then you'll say, now that we've covered, and discussed the main points that you've covered so far, now we finally will cover our last main point, which is, again, be creative. So type in this information right here. And then for main point 3, you type in your main point in a complete sentence, subpoints, complete sentence. Now you reach your conclusion. And sometimes we're at the end and we're losing steam. We need to continue with our energy. So the break light summary, and these terms are included in chapters 13 through 16. It signals the end. Here are some words that signal a conclusion. Finally, in a word, in brief, in conclusion, in the end. So this kind of prepares the audience. I need to perk up right now and listen. The speaker is closing. I need to hear this information. So again, just like the introduction, the attention getter, you want to capture the audience attention at the end. You still want to do that because this is your last opportunity. This is your last opportunity to bring it home. So end memorably. Never end with, thank you, that's all I have. Thank you for your time. That's all. No. Again, have a strong closing thought to make the audience glad they listened to your speech. You can tie the closing back to the attention getter or end with a quote. Again, all related to the topic. End it strong, because usually the audience remembers what you said in the beginning and what you have said at the end. And like I said, you are required to use 3 sources, and you will need to include the 3 sources on this outline. So make sure you include those sources. So that's the outline template. So let's go back. Let's see here. Okay. Now I've gone over the outline template with you. I'm going to go ahead and open up this informative speech outline student example. So this is a student example outline template for their informative speech. They did their topic on elephants, general purpose. Remember I said 2 words, to inform. And their specific purpose was, after listening to my speech, my audience will have a better understanding of the elephant population and the challenges that they face every day. They chose a topical pattern, an attention getter. Look at this. They did not begin with, "Hi, my name is." Again, you're going to practice and practice and practice so that you can sound conversational. Again, do not read your speech, because you lose your audience when you read your speech. You're not giving them the attention that they're there to listen to your speech. So make sure that you are well prepared and focus on the message. I know this is, many of us get nervous. I still get nervous. And those are that's natural. Channel those nervous into positive energy. So the nervousness will reduce when you're better prepared. So please take the time to practice your speech. Then the student included their connection to audience. They included their thesis statement. And in the thesis statement, they included the 3 main points that they will be talking about throughout their presentation. So here they have a transition, how to open it up before they go into their main point. Remember, after the connection to audience, preview the main points to the audience. Tell them the main points that you'll be talking about, because at least this gives them, they create a visual mental outline of the 3 main points. So they're visualizing in their mind the 3 main points you're going to be talking about. So this is the main point 1, and this student had 3 subpoints for their main point 1. Then this is main point 2, and they had 3 subpoints. It just so happens they had. And then for main point 3, they had only 2, and that's fine. You have to have at least 2. And then they had the break-like summary. They had a wonderful closing, and I still remember this. They ended with a quote related to the topic. And then they included their sources. Again, you could use APA or MLA format. You're required at least 3 sources. This student used more than that, and that's fine. Make sure just 3 main points. So let's go back here. Oh, let me show you this. This is an informative speech PowerPoint student example. Remember, along with your informative speech assignment presentation, you are required to create a PowerPoint. So let me go ahead and just show you the PowerPoint this student created. Gives you an idea. So this student did it on insomnia, sleep disorder. This was their PowerPoint. They used 7 slides. They created 7 slides. They did an excellent job. See, you have these bullet points. It doesn't look too cluttered. They did have text and images. And the color, the font is easy to read. Again, there's not much text. There's images. Very easy to identify. Signs and symptoms, how they had it in bullet points. Again, text, images right here. Very nice. Easy to read. And the student included their sources here too, but I want the sources included in the outline. So this is an example, 7 slides. Please do not clutter your slides with text or, too many images, because it'll be hard to read. So if you look at this as an example, you'll be in great shape. So let's go back. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the speech delivery method file. It's a long one. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I just want you to make sure that you read this whole file. You have time to read that. I've said watch the video that I have provided for you, how to upload a YouTube video. Don't wait to the last minute. Don't wait 30 minutes before in uploading your YouTube video. Once you record your video, it's going to take a while to upload that recorded video to YouTube. Believe me, these screen recordings that I create for you, it takes me a while to upload those. And mine sometimes are 40 minutes. And this speech is between 4 to 6 minutes, and it will still take you a while. So please do not wait 30 minutes before the due date, the due time. Allow yourself plenty of time to upload your speech video, believe me. So after you have uploaded your video, have someone look at it. Make sure you set the video public. Sometimes students put it on private. Do not put it on private. Put it on public. Set it on public, because that will allow me, when I click on the video, to open it up and have access to it, because I need to evaluate your presentation. So please do not put any restrictions on the video. Set it public. Business attire is strongly recommended for speeches to have the best learning experience. Audience of at least 3 people. So before you begin your speech, show the audience first, and after, whoever is recording you, have them focus on you for the rest of your speech. Do not be far away. I need to see you so I can see that you're maintaining eye contact. Helpful tip: if you're using your phone as the recording device, place the phone horizontally, as this will provide more space for me to see you. Trust me on this. I have viewed many speech video presentations. Again, stay within time frame, 4 to 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Do not speak less than 4 minutes, and do not speak no more than 6 minutes. Choose a location that is quiet and free from distraction. Please make sure no background noises that can be distracting. Make sure that the room is not dark. It's hard. I've had students upload their videos and the room has been dark and I cannot see them. So again, make sure you're in a lighted room. So once you record it, watch it yourself and make sure you have done a good job. Since you're not presenting in the classroom, you have several opportunities to do an outstanding presentation, so take advantage of it. Make sure that when you are recording and you're satisfied with that final recording, do not edit your video. So don't go back and, okay, I'm going to edit this. Don't do that. I want it like if you were in the classroom, that is a continuous video. So please do not edit the video. I've given you more information here. Do not sit in front of a computer using a webcam. Stand up and present just like if you were presenting in front of an audience. And what I mean by that is if you were in the classroom. So you're going to have an audience of at least 3 people. Don't wear a hat, as it creates a shadow over your face and it will be hard for the audience to see you. So when you begin speaking, make sure your entire body is seen and have it close up, because sometimes I've seen students that they're all the way far away and I can't see them. So, as you begin before you begin your speech, whoever's doing the recording, show your audience, then that person, whoever you have designated to record your speech, have them focus on you. And as far as standing, if you're able to stand, then please stand. If you're not, then I understand that. I had a student a couple of semesters ago, they broke their ankle and they were unable to stand, but the student did tell me, Miss Saleh, I'm not able to stand. They had emailed me prior to. But I do understand if you're not able to. Again, use note cards sparingly. Do not read from your cards. You're going to lose points that way. I keep on stressing, I want to see you. There's a reason why, because of past experience. Eye contact is important. Extemporaneous speech, sound conversational. The more you practice, the better you'll know your topic well. Again, any speech that is read in its entirety will receive no higher than a 70%, and that's if all the other criteria is done correctly. Again, you will need to include a PowerPoint presentation. I've just shown you a student example one, so follow that. You will upload your speech video on YouTube on the assignment link, and I'm going to show you that in a little while. 5 to 7 slides. Now, this is important right here. The camera should be focused on you, not on your PowerPoint. Many times students show their PowerPoint as they're presenting their speech, and they're turning it around to click on the next slide, and they show me their back or their side. Please do not do this. If you're constantly going to turn around, this is a distraction, and I would suggest do not show your PowerPoint. However, you will still need to submit the PowerPoint through Blackboard because it is part of your grade. So if you think that you're going to be constantly turning around and giving me your back, then don't show your PowerPoint. You still have to submit it for your grade. Do not carry your laptop computer. I've seen students, they're standing up and they're presenting and they're carrying their laptop computer and showing their PowerPoint, and then I see the back of their head. Please don't do that. Again, if you practice and practice, you will know your topic well. This is just saying all the resources that I provided in Unit Lesson 2. Again, do not hold your laptop as you're presenting your speech. And now I'm going to go, this is kind of did a screenshot on how to submit your work, but I'm going to go ahead and show you. So let's go back to Unit Lesson 2. Oh, sorry. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and click on the informative speech assignment link. So I would click on this. And right here on this right submission, click on the right submission and this text box pops up. And right here, you have recorded your video already. You have uploaded it in YouTube, and now you're going to copy and paste the YouTube link to this text box right here. So first you would click on Write Submission, then click in this text box and copy and paste the YouTube link of your informative speech in this text box. Then, in this same assignment link, you're going to attach your PowerPoint. So what you're going to do, you're going to click on Browse My Computer. You have saved your PowerPoint, whether it's on your desktop or flash drive. You open it up, and then I'm just telling you, you're going to open up that file wherever you have saved your PowerPoint, open it up, and then you're going to attach it, and then you're going to submit it. And once you open it up and attach it, then the PowerPoint will be right here. So again, your YouTube informative speech link right here, and click on Browse My Computer. Search for where you have saved your PowerPoint, open up the file, and then attach it, and it should be right here. And then click on Submit. So when I go to your name, then I will see that you have your YouTube link right here and your PowerPoint, and then I could grade it. So let's go back. So that's how you submit your YouTube link and your PowerPoint on this assignment link. Then right here, for your informative speech outline, there's a separate assignment link. You would click on the assignment link here, and you would browse My Computer. You've saved the outline somewhere, whether on your desktop or flash drive or wherever else, and you will open up the file and then attach it, and I will see your informative speech outline right here, and then you would click on Submit, and that's it. So let's go back to unit lesson 2. Let's go back here, and I've gone over everything. Remember to click on your unit lesson 2 checklist. Also, let's see here, I was going to tell you something. And remember, please just remember to read the unit lesson 2 checklist, because it tells you not only your informative speech assignment is due, but you also have discussion board and your unit quiz. And I think that was it. I hope that you take the time to really look at the each resources that I provided for you. And where do you check? When is this assignment due? Where will you go? You will go to Speech 1311, start here. Go to the course organizer, and you will check the assignment due dates for the assignments for unit lesson 2. And that's it. Thank you.